What did your child do when they saw someone being mean to their mom? I was putting the finishing touches on a unicorn birthday cake for my neighbor Jane's daughter Cassie, who was turning 7 and had terminal brain cancer. Jane begged me to make it special since this was likely Cassie's last birthday, so I'd spent 20 hours getting every detail perfect. The horn was hand-molded, the mane had 7 different colors of buttercream, one for each year of her life. I just finished placing the final touch of edible glitter when my phone buzzed. It was Jane. Just saw what you're doing to that cake. It looks like a diseased horse with a traffic cone on its head. My daughter is going to cry. You've ruined her last birthday. I stared at my phone in complete shock. Before I could process it, my 11-year-old son Jake came into the kitchen for a snack. What's wrong? I showed him the text. His face went from confused to hurt to angry. But Mom, you worked all night on this. He looked at the cake, then back at the phone. It's beautiful. You made it for free. Why would she say that? My eyes were filling with tears. I don't know, baby. I sat down heavily and my tears started falling. Maybe she's right. Maybe it is ugly. Mom, stop. Jake came over and hugged me tight. This is the most beautiful cake I've ever seen. Cassie's going to flip out when she sees it. He pulled back and looked at me seriously. Jane doesn't get to be mean because she's upset. I wiped my eyes. You're right, but I promised she'd like it. Then we make sure Cassie likes it, not Jane. Jake started walking around the cake. Mom, Cassie told me at the hospital she dreams about unicorns. Let's make this cake so incredible it's like her dream came true. Before I could say no, Jake pulled out supplies. Remember those edible flowers you made last week? The roses? He found them in the fridge. These would look perfect around the bottom. Despite myself, I stood up to look. Those might be too much. Mom, if this might be Cassie's last birthday cake, there's no such thing as too much. He carefully placed one, and it did look beautiful. A tiny smile tugged at my lips. See? You're smiling, Jake said triumphantly. Now what about that shimmer dust? He found my special pearl dust. This would make it look magical. He started dusting the unicorn's horn, and it began to shimmer like it was made of actual magic. I couldn't help but laugh a little. You're getting it everywhere. Good. Cassie loves sparkles. She told me they make her forget she's sick. Jane texted. I just saw what you did. I actually think it's nice now. I'm sorry, I'll take the cake. Jake saw me reaching for the phone. Mom, no. She called it a diseased horse. We don't answer mean people. We spent the next hour together, Jake making me laugh as he narrated in a silly voice. And now the magical unicorn gets beautiful butterfly friends to watch over Cassie. I found myself genuinely enjoying decorating. What if we add some clouds around the bottom? I suggested. Yes, Jake said. With the cotton candy technique you showed me, Jane's texts kept coming. The party is in 2 hours. I need that cake. Cassie's energy is fading. I'm sorry for what I said. Please, I love what you're doing to it now. Jake read them and looked at me. She's not really sorry. She's using Cassie being sick to manipulate you. He was right. But Mom, you know what would be really funny? If we brought it right when all the parents are there. I hesitated. That seems, Mom, she insulted your art. Your ART, the thing you love most. Everyone should see what you did for Cassie. Jane called 5 times. Jake declined every call. Let her panic. I already texted Cassie that no matter what her mom says, the cake will be here. He said with a mischievous grin that made me actually laugh out loud. Jake, what? She made you cry. An hour before the party, we carefully boxed the now spectacular cake. I was actually proud of it again thanks to Jake. Mom, your eyes are sparkling again, he said, like they do when you're really happy about something you made. As we carried it to the car, we could see Jane watching from her window. Jake waved cheerfully. She looked stressed, he observed. Good, I said, then caught myself. I shouldn't say that. Mom, you're allowed to be mad at mean people. We waited until we could hear the party in full swing. Jake insisted on carrying the cake. I want everyone to know my mom made this. We walked through the backyard gate. The cake! Cassie called weakly from her special chair, then found the strength to stand up. We set it on the table and unveiled it. The entire party gasped. It's the most beautiful cake in the whole world. Cassie shrieked with more energy than she'd had in weeks. Look at the butterflies. Look at the sparkles. Parents surrounded us, phones out. This is incredible. Jane, where did you order this? This must have cost a fortune. Jane stood frozen as Cassie hugged me tight around the waist. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's even better than I dreamed. One parent looked closer at the detail work. Wait, this is handmade? You made this? Before I could answer, Jake announced proudly, my mom spent 20 hours on it, for free, as a favor, for Cassie's special day. The backyard went quiet except for Cassie still squealing about her cake. 20 hours? Someone repeated. For free? All eyes turned to Jane. Cassie was touching each butterfly. Mommy, you said it might be ugly, but it's the prettiest cake ever. Jane's face was red. I never said ugly, but then she saw several parents exchanging looks. She forced a huge smile. Time for cake. She grabbed the knife, her hand trembling with rage, staring directly at me as she held it over my creation. What she did next made me realize she was willing to ruin Cassie's last birthday to avoid the embarrassment. Full story on channel linked below.